crap. Faizu absolutely crushed Bart's House of Weirdness, and that was only a few seconds removed from Maikuyama absolutely crushing Avoid the Noid. Two games that totally blew out their estimate. Our next game is The Ooze for the Sega Genesis, played by Lizstar. Now, if you're unfamiliar with The Ooze, you are just like most people on this planet, but The Ooze, in addition to being really fun to say, is absurdly hard. Much like Silver Surfer from last year's Big Bad Game-a-thon, The Ooze is incredibly unfair, has questionable hitboxes, and the mechanics are just utterly cruel. And the music is amazing. So you're going to see a lot of parallels with last year's opening act. We're just getting Lizstar set up for the next run, and once she's ready, we will go ahead and switch over. In the meantime, please enjoy some more of this beautiful, beautiful music, courtesy of Botsy the Bot Cat, the best bot cat that ever was. It sounds like Liz is ready. I am actually wrapping up my hosting block here as well. So after The Ooze, you'll all be joined by Brosentia on the mic, who'll be taking over hosting duties for the next few hours. So that's enough of me for now. You don't have to deal with my voice again until tomorrow morning. So good night, everybody. And here comes Lizstar with some The Ooze. Go ahead, everybody say it with me. The Ooze.
Alright. Hey everyone! Welcome! My name is Lizstar, and welcome to The Ooze. So, because we're a little bit ahead of time, and because I don't want to play this game, and I'm scared of it, I'm going to go ahead and read from a book. No, I'm just joking. Welcome to The Ooze. This game is terrifying. I am the world record holder. I routed this game. I might call myself the best Ooze player to have ever lived, and this game legitimately scares me. So, let's see how we do. I've been practicing this for a month in an attempt to try and be good, but basically, my win rate is 10%, so we'll see how we do. Time starts on when it says, oh, start. Well, that's helpful. So 3, 2, 1, a go. My timer did not go. There we go. Okay, no big deal. Welcome to The Ooze. This game is the most Sega Genesis game to have ever Genesised on a Sega. It's super grungy, real gross, and super cool. So anytime I pick up one of those, I want everyone in chat to go, woo! And every time I pick up one of these, I want you to go, yes! That will probably be the only one of those I pick up, though. So sorry, you all won't get to say yes very much. So welcome to The Ooze. This is a unique video game. I don't even know what to call it. It's not like a platformer. It's an ooze-em-up. To be careful there. I got stuck. It is very easy to get stuck. Your momentum is kind of weird. I don't really know how to describe it. Why is my thing not splitting? Uh-oh, my splitter is broken. I don't even need to split. I guess I'm just doing it, like, out of, because I'm used to doing it. But that's awkward. I should have tested that splitter before we started playing this video game. So you have 2 attacks. You have the Genesis has 3 buttons, but you have 2 attacks. You got your Ooze Punch, and then your Spit. And the Spit has the most wonderful sound effect from any video game ever, which is this. It's beautiful. This game is disgusting. I love it. Like, okay, so this game scares me, and like I said, there's a high chance I will not be able to beat it. I do have backups, so we don't need to worry about that. I will finish it tonight, but I won't be able to, like, beat it all in one go. Okay, I can't say that. I have done this game twice for 2 marathons, and each time I have beaten it, so we'll see how we go. Can I do 3 for 3? So, the point of this game is that you are Dr. Kane, who was working for the evil corporation called The Corporation. Very creative, I know. And basically, you were thinking they were up to some shady stuff, so you snuck in one night and went through their files and found out that they are planning to release a virus that will destroy all of humanity, so they're going to hold humanity hostage for all of the money in the world, which is a really good way to tank the economy and make all your money worthless, in my opinion. This is not a very good supervillain plan, but, you know, kind of taking a page out of not really knowing what you're doing 101 villainy. So anyway, they find out and they inject you with the virus, and instead of killing you, it turns you into the Ooze, and now you must ooze your way around and try to get revenge on the corporation that did this to you, and if possible, get your body back. Spoilers! We will not be getting our body back. That is 100%. I refuse to route it. If anyone wants to route 100%, you can go right ahead. Leave me out of it, please. This game is hard enough as it is. It doesn't look that bad. We're doing the first level. But I'll go ahead and talk about the fatal flaws. First, I mean, let's talk about this boss real quick. They're like these cute snakes that remind me of those aliens from Halo, because of the mouth. They have a very specific hitbox. Like, you have to be like right in the center, and you have to hit it right at good timing. And you see I'm attacking into the, I call this the mouse hotel because it spawns mice. I'm attacking into the mouse hotel because fatal flaw number 1, if you take any damage whatsoever, the Ooze will roar. You probably have noticed it. The Ooze will roar, and he'll roar for like a billion years. And while he's roaring, he can't attack. So if these mice hit you, it will throw off your groove. And the Ooze's new groove is not a thing to throw off. Your head can take damage, yes. Flaw number 2, your head takes damage. Basically, the Ooze is your life. If something hurts your Ooze, then you're losing life, and when you run out of Ooze, you run out of life. But your head is also your life, and by that I mean if your head takes any damage, you are dead. So that is a negative, because the hitboxes in this game are what you might call not very great. So I'm doing a kind of newer strat here. I'm one of 2 people who have run this game. Me and the other runner, Nyanpi, she and I started running and routing this independently of each other, which was very unique, and I submitted it first. I got the first completed run. It took me like a month. Okay, so this is the first part that can really kill you. Knew it! The timing on that is tiny. It's super tiny. Welcome to the Ooze. No continues. A few 1-ups, and no checkpoints in this entire level. So let's do all that again. That sounds fun. Yeah, like I said, oh my god, don't you dare! I swear on everything that is Oozy. My mouse. Again, see, I couldn't attack when that mouse was on me. That really uses things up. And my Ooze was a little too big in order to actually attack the tank properly, like I normally do. I just had too much Ooze, so the tank kind of hurt me and made it so that I could not actually attack it. The Ooze Punch is the fastest way to do things most of the time, so like I will generally try and grab things with the Ooze Punch unless I'm fast. Right now I'm fast, so I mean not anymore. But basically the speed ups, the things where he goes, those speed you up. It's rather simple. And okay, please do not kill me. Okay, good. I swear I'm good at video games. Welcome to the ooze. Enjoy your stay. I lost 1 minute and 17 seconds. I was ahead of time, actually. You know what's really weird about this game? What's actually pretty difficult, which is weird, is the menuing. And by that I mean, when you beat a level, first it shows, like, this is the level that you're now on. And then it shows you how much DNA you have. And you get 50 DNA, and you get the true ending, by the way. That's 100% is to get all the DNA. This level sucks because these bullets are RNG. They just go in whatever direction they please. And if they're in your way, they explode, and you kind of have to wait because explosions can very easily kill you if you are like in them in any way. I was talking about something. What was I talking about? Okay, so for this level, I'm doing a bit of a safety strat, and that is I'm grabbing all the ooze I can. When enemies die, they drop ooze, which is a bit disconcerting that I'm murdering these, like, corporate dudes, or are they ooze in, like, suits? I don't know. But I'm killing all of them except for 2, and there's a very special reason for that. Because if I run out of ooze on the final boss, it's basically game over. Like, I can farm for ooze, but it takes an eternity. These are the last 2 dudes. Now, I want you all to watch very closely, alright? Look at them dance. Look at them dance. Look at them dance. I cannot kill those dancing enemies. That would be, like, cruelty. Okay, so here's the eyeball boss. This is the fastest way to hit him. You gotta be careful of what I call these soap bubbles. I try and line up an attack. It's a pretty, like, small window, and then when that explodes, move on to attacking this one. If, again, like I said, if you run out of ooze here, there's a mice hotel that I actually just discovered like 2 weeks ago. I genuinely for a long time thought it was game over if you ran out of ooze here. I was like, you just have to push yourself into the toxic waste and die. But that was actually really good. Alright, level 3. So, this is where the game really starts to kick it up a notch. These enemies are the ones that they always explode. They're robotic enemies, your first true robotic enemies. And if you, like I said, if you're like anywhere near them, if you're like punching them, they will explode. So basically, spitting is your best option. Also, I do want to note that this is some of the best video game music that ever existed. Like, listen to this. Like, it's so good. You know, people mock the Genesis soundtrack. I'm the Genesis queen, for those who do not know. I'm very well known for my Genesis love. I am a bit biased, but the Genesis soundtrack is more than fartcore, alright? Listen to this. This is like some seriously good rock and grungy stuff. Alright, so now we have poison going in the mix. And the reason we pick that up is that enemy. I call those the face huggers, because they are just flat out face huggers from Ridley Scott's Alien. They move when you move, are very, very tricky to kill, and just suck up your ooze like hoovers. They will eat you very quickly. I'm going to take a bit of a safety strat here. I'm a little low on ooze. When you buzz, for some reason when you are low on ooze, you buzz. I do not understand. Also, yes, the robots follow you if you punch them to death. It is obnoxious. I'm going to grab this. That was a checkpoint. So if I die, I go back there instead of the very beginning of the level. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Okay. No, don't you dare. All right, got him. So the strat is to like kind of be at a very specific point away from him where he'll wake up, but like won't immediately be on you, so that you can then spin and get him before he can reach you. And I did not do that. So like I said, he only moves when you move. So you can just, and it's really hard to hit him when he's on you because again, you can't really attack if you're being hurt. So you just kind of gotta sit there and stare and watch as this facehugger is your untimely demise. Here's a hidden speed up. A lot of facehuggers here. Luckily, they will die if they do not grab you fast enough. So speed ups are good for that. Here's another secret speed up. Reaching the end of this level. I'm going to wait for that. Sometimes that kills me, sometimes it doesn't. I have no idea why, so I'm going to try to push it. God, I love this music. Not my, actually, maybe my favorite music. It's either this or level 5. It's very hard to tell. These flies can really be tricky. Basically, if you are, so they spawn from like spawners, right? And if your ooze is like surrounding that spawner, it will just go through your ooze and go right for your head, as opposed to usually it will touch the ooze and then stop. It can only like take one ooze away. So if you are big, which you probably are at that point, you will probably die if you are not dreadfully careful and time that perfectly. This game really hurts my hands. So I joke that for whenever I speedrun this game, my commentary is 80%. My hands hurt because like the Genesis controller is not the most comfortable controller. It kind of digs into your hands and you kind of got to press it down in order to like really do it, you know? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, I did it. So, there was a speed up boost that I did not grab, which would make it so that those robots did not kill me. I did not grab it. I missed it. This is good. We need a lot of ooze. So you cannot spit when you're low on ooze, which to be fair is a truth of all of existence. You just cannot spit when you're low on ooze. So we need to use it to kill this facehugger ooze in our way. Something tricky about this is if you have too much ooze. If your ooze starts going like into a hole, like those holes right there, it will just suck you down. Like the ooze has like traction, like if it wants to get level, and if you're like touching any amount of that, it will try and drag you in, which makes it really difficult to line up for a tricky shot with a thing that wants to murder you. Give me that. There's a lot of good safety strats for this game. Here's another one. Usually I do not grab this, but, you know, 5 seconds is better than wasting the entire freaking level. In case I die, which I can. Oh my gosh, I can. So there's a secret poison here, which I grabbed. Going through toilets. Welcome to toilets. Is the ooze a bad game? Now that is a very good question. I will answer that in just a moment. Our next, this is a strat that I had to develop myself. This is very tricky. Basically, you can do this without doing this, but you will die like 80% of the time. So go down here, you pick up a speed boost, then you grab the poison. If you just straight go for the poison, the facehuggers will kill you. There are too many to line up good shots. And you cannot get to that poison fast enough unless you have like a bunch of use for them to munch through. So you need to get the secret speed up in order to get there faster. This game has a lot of that. So, someone asked a very good question. Is the ooze a bad game? I think Faizu just answered it pretty concisely. It is incredibly mean and unfair, but it is a fun game. I think it's a really cool game. I like it. I do think it's a good game. The way I describe it is, you know, you have your like levels of bad game, right? Like, the past like 2 games that we watched in this marathon, those are just flat out bad games. The Ooze is like on the border where it's so close to being just an absolutely wonderful gem. Also, by the way, labyrinth that leads to a toilet. So let's go ahead and assume that you work in this place. Do you have to go through the labyrinth of robots to go to the bathroom? And if so, why? What mad person designed this laboratory? They were like, I hate that people need to poop, so I'm going to make it as intensely uncomfortable as I can. Not only do you need to hike to get to pooping, but you have to go past a bunch of robots that judge you. Anyway, yeah, so this game is so close to being a good game, but the like 5 or 6 fatal flaws that it has just absolutely drag it down. I've only said 3 so far. Number 4 is, it hurts my hands. Number 5 is a boss that we'll be seeing soon. That boss is really simple. He actually gave me really good RNG. He can be really obnoxious. He can just spit out spiders like never-ending. Just never-ending spiders. And so you can't really attack his like cores very easily. I should play Batman Returns on the Sega CD. I don't think I should. That doesn't sound like it. Listen, if someone in a bad games marathon is recommending I play a game, I probably shouldn't play that game. So this like Ooze thing, that is a 1-up. So we just got a 1-up, thankfully. Because the boss that will be coming up at the end of this level is a nightmare. To put this in perspective, so I started learning this game on a dare. What happened was, I'm the Genesis Queen. And someone in my chat was like, hey Liz, I dare you to play the Ooze for more than like 5 minutes. Holy moly, I almost died. That was so unbelievably close. They were like, I dare you to play the Ooze for like more than 10 minutes. And I played it and I'm like, this is kind of fun. I'm going to start to learn it. So I really won that bet. Went from play for 10 minutes to get world record. But I was like, I'm going to learn this game. And of course it had no records. This game is a nightmare. Like, no one's beaten it before I did. That is not true. There was a speedrun on YouTube that was tool assisted before I started doing this. There were probably a few Let's Plays I couldn't really find. Not many people, I should say. Anyway, I got to the boss of this level, and it literally made me break down crying because I thought I had wasted, like, 2 weeks of my life routing the entire game up to that point. Because I had never beaten the game. I was just like, I'm gonna speedrun this. And I did, and I routed the entire game up to, like, the second-to-last boss. And the second-to-last boss is such a horrible nightmare that it made me break down crying. The Ooze literally makes you cry. Listen, a game jumps to bad when it makes girls cry, alright? So I'm killing these enemies because these enemies are like some of the most difficult to deal with in the game. There are a few where it's like you can move past it, no problem. These things, these like dudes who shoot lasers, they will pretty much always kill you, so you have to long distance spin. This dude you can move past every time. Did I not grab the... Oh, I did grab that one. Okay! Okay! Alright, we're good. Whew. Wow, I'm good at this game. Okay, there we go. So move past that. We're good. Welcome to the Ooze. Grab that. This is actually really bad. Because I do not have enough to spit, which is very necessary for an enemy coming up. I will almost certainly die to this enemy, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you. Good lord. So yeah, that enemy, basically the strat is to spit, but I don't have enough ooze to spit. I'm buzzing, so can't spit. Remember, you can't spit when you're low on ooze. It's just a simple fact of life. These spiders are also a nightmare. I can run through them the first time, but the second time, I basically gotta just like do this the entire freaking time. Got it. We're good. They just home in and they eat you very fast. Did I not grab? Oh my gosh, I didn't grab the switch. The ooze coming to switch. Okay. When is ooze for smash? My hand hurts like crazy. Holy moly. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this game is just a giant maze, and you have to learn where all of the switches are. I'm going to grab this ooze as a backup. Let me serve. Thank you. Alright, I'm very happy I got through that level without dying, because it might be the hardest level in the game. It's either that one or this one coming up. Oh boy. So yeah, like I said, me and Nyanpi is her name. She started learning. She and I started learning the game and routing it at the same time. And when I got my world record, there was a lot of things that were unnecessary. For example, there's a switch here that was not necessary. I thought that switch in there was necessary. And that only opens after you open. Whoa. Whoa, after you open that switch. So I was like, oh, and she's like, nope. So she really helped cut my run down. Unfortunately, she's not been able to stream very much, so she has not challenged my run. My PB is a 33:39. And I have gotten nowhere near that in like several months. I have no idea how I did that well. It was a very good, it was a golden run. Get the secret speed up. This allows us to get past this area without dying. So many roars! So a strat that I used to employ during marathons is to grab that life. That is not a good idea, because half the time I just die anyway. Like, literally, like, every time I've done that in marathons, I just died. So, it doesn't seem like a good idea. She also cut down a bit of time save here. So, basically... Holy moly! That was very dangerous. I was not paying attention. Welcome to the ooze. So, this will kill you. If this, like... If that turns on when you're in it, it will slice your ooze up, first of all, and if you run low on ooze, you are dead. But if it closes on your head, you are just dead, like straight up. Okay. Oh, like that. Holy moly, I was really close. So this is real scary, but works every time. 80% of the time works every time. This level's really long. Time Tracks is the best Genesis OST? I could probably agree with that. I don't know if it counts because the game didn't actually come out. But if we consider all Genesis of all time, yeah, probably. But then again, it is made by What's-His-Face, so it's kind of like cheating. That's like saying, I don't know if that's like, you know, that's not accurate. It's not cheating to say that something created by a master musician is cheating. That game does not deserve that soundtrack. This enemy is a nightmare. You have to hit him as fast as you possibly can, because you're in such a tiny area. There's poison here, which helps you get through these spiders. It's such a tiny area that it is... Whoa, I got a gold split. That is very, very easy to just get stuck in a loop of it hitting you, and you will burn fat. So, welcome to the most obnoxious thing that I've ever had to do. This is the fourth boss He's a nightmare, and he's basically RNG. There is a few safety strats which I will be employing, but they are not 100%. So there's a high chance I'll die here. There is, however, a glitch. I don't know what causes it. I've tried glitch hunting, but I am not a glitch hunter. So let me try and set off the glitch. I always move like that. Okay, so I did not set off the glitch. I always move like that, and it does it. I don't. Again, I have no idea what actually causes the glitch. If anyone wants to glitch hunt for me, I have like 3 clips of it on my Twitch page. I will pay you in a lot of thank yous, because listen, I'm a librarian. We don't make a lot of money. So yeah, this boss is an absolute nightmare. It doesn't seem that bad now, right? It is bad, but it doesn't seem that bad now, right? Now it is basically too fast to react to, so you just have to hope it doesn't hurt you. And I have found areas where it seems to attack less often. Over here, like right here, is the best spot. And I did employ a strat where I tried to make it go like to the left and I moved to the right. That is a newer idea of mine that I developed like 3 days ago. That has helped out considerably. Explode, please! Okay, we are home free. That boss, like, makes me have a mini panic attack every freaking time. It's moving way too fast for me to react to. If it comes to me, I'm dead. And again, it can absolutely just attack that space I was in, so... I am having a nosebleed. That is really... Oh, yo. Woo! This game of Ooze is so exciting. Oh, that is really uncomfortable. Welcome to the final level. Scream all you want, buddies. This level is a bit of a downgrade from the last level. It is easier. That is not to say that it's easy. This level has the worst enemies in the game. I used to say that they were the facehuggers, but these take the cake, because if you let them attack you, you are basically dead. I call them the Yellow Devils. Here they are. The strategy is to kill them before they can get anywhere near you. What they do is they will get near you, then they will explode, and that explosion of goo will chase you forever. I almost just let that one hit me because I was trying to clear out my nose. Okay, I managed to do it. The only way to avoid it is trying to get between it, like get something between it and you as it explodes. So I managed to get real lucky there. You and a kitten, are you like... are you patronizing me? Holy moly, my hand. So this is the only level that has the only world that has 4 levels in it. I did not split. It has, I mean, the only world that doesn't have 3, excuse me, it has 4. Every other level is 2 levels and then a boss, except this is 3 and a boss. And we're going through like the same area every time. It's just now we're like up on the top, and next time we'll be going down through there. So again, I'm killing the Yellow Devils before they can attack me. These things I can easily move through, but like with this one, wow, that is taking a lot of hits. Sometimes the hits seem to be like random. Like that one took 1 hit, I have no idea. Just different enemies and different health bars, I guess. That one I can avoid. This one I can never avoid, so always kill it. Wow! I've literally never had that enemy kill me before. Welcome to the Ooze. It's okay. We're good. Unless I game over, there's no way we're going over estimate. Unless I, like, suddenly, miraculously, like, stop playing. Just like, hey, listen, all right, this was fun. Thank you so much for having me. I'm gonna go over there. I'm done with the Ooze. I really, really don't want to play Mega Man. Actually, you know what? I think I would rather play Mega Man than the Ooze. Which is depressing if you know anything about Mega Man DOS. This is actually not a good thing. So when you die, you get all your Ooze back. But it's really unwieldy to have this much Ooze here. And if these things like get anywhere near your Ooze, they will attack you. Oh gosh. Holy guacamole. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? The Yellow Devils will never let you tire. We have 1 life left. Okay. They just go. they never let you go. Whew, I am red. Okay, we got this. Listen, do you believe in me? Because I believe in the me that believes in me. I think that's how that book goes. Don't you dare. I swear to goodness. I swear! Okay, let's go as carefully as possible while spitting all of our Ooze so that we can get a little smaller. Okay, that's good. Okay, we could probably start punching now. Actually, I'm still a little bit too big for comfort. I'm gonna kill this guy, just in case. Pretty sure he was the one that killed me last time. That one has never killed me either. I have no idea what that was about. Don't you explode. That is a Liz tip to everyone in the audience. Don't explode. You're welcome, by the way. That needed to be said. You know what? Just because I love the sound. Yes! It's very good. You explode if you want to. Will you leave your friends behind? There. We're good. I don't know what these guys are. They're like cycloptic goo soldiers who scream. This one is a nightmare. I managed to get it. We're good. So if I can make it to the next level, there is an extra life. There's 1 more extra life I can acquire before the game is through. But I have to make it there. And that is easier said than done, because there are a few more danger spots, as I call them, where they're like, that's the spots that I usually die in. This music is so good. This music is so good. I have not said this music is good yet for this level. This music is good for this level. Okay, so I have to be very careful. Immediately, this is a danger spot because of Yellow Devils here. Good. What is my world record deathless? It is 33:39. It is one of the only deathless runs I've ever done of this game. And okay, so, as I said at the beginning, my rate of completion for this is 10%. For some reason, sometimes this switch does not spawn, so you just have to go off screen and come back for it. I don't know how to get in there, otherwise I would get in there and get that extra life. I don't really try to mess around with the oozes involved. Welcome to screaming. Okay, so here it is. The last extra life. Yes! That one didn't say yes, but you know what? That's how I feel it. I felt that yes in my soul. Got it. God, this music is so good. I wish I could play guitar just so I could learn these songs, like, for real. Impressive? Why, thank you. Listen, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I have a 3339 in the ooze for Sega Genesis. Oh, actually, I have a few more things to talk about. So, did you did you know that the ooze was made by the people who made Sonic 2? It's true. So basically, this is made by the Sega Technical Institute. They're the wonderful people behind Yellow Dog the Surfer Dude, Kid Chameleon, Sonic Spinball, and Comic Zone, which is another game that I speedrun. Also, way too hard. they have a theme. That game is a nightmare. But basically, Sega Technical Institute was a supergroup of all of Sega's best game designers, and then they merged Sonic Team and Sega Technical Institute and had them work on Sonic 2 together. So these people made Sonic 2. They were some of the people who made Sonic 2. And they were still in the same building for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but by that point they were not working together. So that is a minefield. You will get sent back to the start if you do not go in the correct order, and it's just trial and error. I did not go in the correct order. I just went between all the different teleporters. So it is pretty tricky to do that. This is the final level of the game. We're about to come up to the main villain. If you remember, the plot of this game is that it's an evil corporation. We're coming up to the CEO in a second. Okay. Not an easy boss, so we'll see how it goes. But I have actually gotten way better at him. Whew, boy. Try and get as much use as possible. Maybe not too much. First thing, hit him once. Alright. So he spits fire. You have to kill these things. Now they have I guess iframes, because you can't just keep hitting. Wow, he's being considerably nice to me right now. You can't just keep smacking them like this. Basically, I mean, I'm doing it right now. Whoa, he is being the nicest I have ever seen. Usually he just immediately goes around these things and does not give a care. But today he's getting stuck on them, and I'm very alright with that. Excuse me, mice. Let's kill this one. Also, he has the best sound clip ever. Did you hear it? It was right there. If you don't hear it, I'll be quiet. Maybe he'll do it again. Alright, last hit. Gotta be very careful here. Oh gosh! Oh no! Okay, I have totally died like that. Sometimes the last hit just does not register. There we go. And get ready. Time is coming up in just a second. Time. You win! That is the best ending screen I've ever seen in my life. So when you lose, you get put into a lava lamp by the CEO. When you win, you get put in a lava lamp by the FBI, I guess. So, happy end. This game was happy end. That game is terrifying. You're welcome. Listen, I played this game up. It is really hard, but it is a lot of fun. So, is it a bad game? Is it a good game? It's on the fence. That's up to you to decide. I recommend that you play it, see what you think. Also, yeah, this pile of ooze is your reward. It would turn into a human if you got all the DNA. I'm never doing that. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. Next up is my good friend Liz Star. She'll be playing Mega Man DOS. Thank you so much.